Welcome. Good morning. Happy Wednesday, everyone. This is Amazon Ads Raw Daily, and today you have the pleasure to listen to my voice. I'm your host, Alexander Swade, and you're listening to my voice anyways every day. So hopefully you still have the pleasure. With today, I've got two interesting news for you to share and updates. And the first thing comes actually not from Amazon, but it's related to, let's say, marketing or technology, and it comes from Reddit. For those of you who don't know Reddit, Reddit is a phenomenon. It's a social, you could say it's a social media platform if you want to say so. It's basically a forum where people can create groups of interests, and then they can exchange on threads within these groups about any of these topics. Some of the very famous groups are, for example, Wall Street Bets. That's a group which has, I actually don't know, but I guess they have a couple of million users in Wall Street Bets, where they exchange about trading stocks and the stock market. And it became somewhat famous a couple of years ago when they started to actively buy AMC, which is a cinema chain in the US, the biggest cinema chain in the US, which was declining, and they pumped that stock and created kind of an interesting movement in the stock price. They did so also with other companies over the time. So plenty of interesting stuff going on there. And the news on that was that Reddit, obviously it's it's a company listed at the stock market, and they need to provide revenue, and they do so with their advertising. So you can advertise on Reddit. So the news is also advertising related, which actually is an interesting idea to advertise on Reddit, as you have a very, very laser focused targeting with these niche groups, and there's so many of them. You can basically choose whatever interest is for you relevant. So the Reddit company, they announced they will start to charge for the API usage. Why is this a big thing or big deal? Because Reddit, if you are on Reddit, and I would encourage you to go on Reddit and join such a group or multiple groups, it's really amazing, and you can get lots of good news and updates there as well. And there's not the only thing which I haven't found there, a good Amazon Ads community. So if you're interested in building a community, maybe start a subreddit on Reddit. Coming back to the story, sorry for that. They announced they want to charge for the API usage. And why is it a big thing? Because all the bigger subreddits, they run on third-party services, which means they have, for example, bots for moderation. So these bots help blocking spammy stuff, or they help moderate individual threads, and so on and so forth. And these bots are third-party services which use the API of Reddit to actually work in Reddit. So now, if you're the owner of a subreddit and you're already paying for the service of the bot, Reddit also wants to get an additional share for the usage. And this has caused a resistance in the user base of Reddit, and some of the biggest subreddits have announced a couple of days ago that they will go black, which means instead of being an open and easily accessible group subreddit, they will go private. As far as I know, a private group within Reddit is not able to be searched for, so you cannot find it by searching, and you cannot easily enter it. And where an open group is something you can search for, so you can search for, I don't know, Amazon Ads, and then you will see, okay, these are the subreddits about Amazon Ads, and then you can easily just join every open community, every open subreddit by just clicking on join, and then you're in this group as well, and you can discuss and start discussing or participate. And if these are private, you don't have the chance to do that. And if the biggest groups are going private, that also means that usually the biggest groups also have the biggest attraction from external new Redditors, meaning new people which are not on the platform yet. And they also have the highest activities, keeping people engaged with the platform. And if these communities are going private, that means there's not much net new people joining these groups, and therefore they might shrink, and therefore also the Reddit user base is shrinking. And with a shrinking social media platform, you'll have a problem on the stock market for sure. And what I saw this morning on my app, Reddit has announced, well, let me quickly read it again. There was an announcement at the top of the Reddit app. So once you open it, it's really at the top of it. Free API usage for moderation bots. Learn about a free API usage for moderation bots and tools in our latest Mod Help Center article. So it seems Reddit has kind of heard what the community wants and is now rethinking their approach. That's our first story for today. I found it very interesting to see how much power a community can have if they organize themselves, and Reddit is famous for organizing activities themselves. The next big update, and looking at the time, I would just briefly touch it, and then we will go into a bit more detail in tomorrow's episode. So I'm doing kind of a cliffhanger here. Is about a, for me at least, new feature, service, whatever, from Amazon. However, I just learned this morning there is terms and conditions for this service which were created 2020. So it's already a couple of years old. However, I just learned about this yesterday. It's a beta and it's called Creator Connections. Creator Connections is a beta, so it's not available for everyone. It's only in the US. And if you have access to that, you can find it in the brand content section, where you also have your brand story, your brand profile, and these kind of things. And there you'll have a new button called Creator Connections, and it's an affiliate program from Amazon. It connects you and your brands directly with the Amazon affiliate program, where they have a couple of influencers doing Amazon Live or whatever they do. And the service here is kind of a self-service tool. And as I said, I'll cover a bit more tomorrow. So I'll maybe just briefly give you the introduction. So Amazon has launched a new influencer marketing program for brands called Creator Connection. It's still in closed beta and available only for selected brands in the US. Creator Connection provides a platform for brands to partner with social media influencers. The program is the latest step in Amazon's focus on growing popularity of influencer marketing. What the program is about, how to set it up, what you can do with it, what it costs, and how it works will be covered in tomorrow's updates, where I'll take a little bit more time to talk about that and how someone could eventually use it. Thank you very much for spotting Andy, and thank you very much for providing more information, Marika. Yeah, thanks all for listening today. Hope to see you tomorrow on the update to this program. And thank you very much for listening. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.